Hello, everyone. My name is Natalie Armstrong-Motin from Marketing Resolutions in Normandy, France, and I have the absolute and sheer joy of speaking with one of my friends and colleagues in Australia. It is my early morning, it is her late evening, it is my fall, it is her spring, and yet because of technology, we get to meet here today and talk to Yvonne Flanders. Hello, how are you, Yvonne?
Hi, Natalie. I'm well. Thank you for having me here in this conversation today.
It's absolutely my pleasure. You're one of my favorite providers, and I want everyone to know why. And so, although you and I have, have gotten to know each other a bit, I still want to introduce you to all of the viewers. And so, would you spend just a minute and introduce yourself and your practice to us?
Yes, thank you. So I'm running a mediation practice I'm living on the Gold Coast in Australia, and I have a mediation practice called Uncoupling, which is an online mediation practice that offers people the opportunity of working through their family issues in a safe and convenient space. You know, just as Natalie and I are talking from both sides of the world today, a lot of people, when they separate, are not living so conveniently close to each other to get together for mediation, and also time poor. They're working hard. So to be able to hop into a meeting room such as we're enjoying today makes it very convenient, very accessible. I help couples coming out of their relationship with their parenting plans and their property and financial settlements. My massive focus is on the children.
And one of the things that I really like about your practice, Yvonne, is that you come from the world of therapy and counseling and social work, and you've been able to move all of that into your mediation practice so that your clients are completely cared for. It's not just that you're nullifying a marital contract. You're actually helping them to work through those issues and help them to re-engineer what their family is going to look like so that they are completely cared for, not just divorced, they're cared for. And that position in your mediation practice is one of the things that I find most impressive. How do you apply that experience in your mediations?
Well, thank you, Natalie. You did that so nicely. Yes, and you know, it is still a family. You know, couples separate, couples become divorced, but the family is still a family. It's just reorganized. It's just in a different frame now. So I really encourage people to talk to a mediator sooner rather than later. Pick up the phone. Most mediators, I certainly do, but most mediators here in Australia will offer you the time of a telephone conversation. Coming from my therapeutic background, of course, I have the skills to listen, to hear what is being said behind the conversation. And of course, when people do come out of a relationship, a lot of the time there is a lot of hurt, a lot of emotion connected to it. And I can work with them and talk with them, hear their pain. And although I'm a mediator in this instance, I very quickly talk with them about their needs and will refer them on to someone who will then support them with their relationship issues and their hurt and their emotion, and set them free to then do the work sensitively towards creating a parenting plan and moving forward with reshaping this family.
And those are really important issues that need to be addressed so that they can move on and continue to be good parents. Because, I think in a divorce situation, we spend so much time and effort and anxiety on getting divorced from our partner that we sometimes forget that we're parents. And that ultimately it's for our children that we want to do these things properly and correctly and with attentive detail paid to the true issues at hand. and resolving those issues so that we can all move forward in a new family environment. Have I got that right?
Yes, exactly, Natalie. So, there are the two things. One is the relationship, the divorce, the separation physically from the parents in the relationship, but remembering that the children are still children of that couple. They're still children of the relationship. So I work very closely with my clients to help them separate those things. When you're the parent, be the parent. And that's why I'm very quick, because of my background experience, but to encourage them to get some support, to take that relationship elsewhere and stay in the space of family as the parent. And that goes for both parents. It's about them both being able to come into this space to look at the needs of the children, understand what's going on for the children. And the earlier they start looking at that, the better for everyone concerned. So the children benefit most when they're informed right from the beginning, honestly and openly, and the plans have been put in place prior to separation. That means the parties talking and planning the separation together. It's a big thing to ask people to separate the relationship from the parenting. And I hear so often the children are the light of their life. I love my children so much. However, helping them to act in love and put the children first is often very difficult.
I can't think of a better way to explain exactly what you do for people. You obviously love what you do. You really truly care about your clients and the ultimate and the durable outcomes that you help them create for themselves. Yvonne Flanders, you're one of my all-time favorite mediation providers. I love how you approach our industry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I know also that you have a website, so that if people want to learn more about you or more about the process or get resources or a referral, tell me, what is your website address?
Yes, thank you. I'm delighted to. It's www.uncoupling.com.au. And Natalie, on that website, I also have a fixed fee mediation. So people are concerned about how much is this all going to cost. Of course, as we know as mediators, to go through the mediation process is not nearly as expensive or as time-consuming as litigation. And more than that, the mediation process works around the families staying connected, that when they come out of this time, they're looking ahead and they're still talking to each other, they're still engaged. Too often in litigation, parties are pulling against. But certainly go to my website, www.uncoupling.com.au, and the whole process of mediation is clearly outlined there. My telephone number is also there, and of course I will always give people an introduction telephone call and help them answer some questions around mediation.
You are really good at doing that for people who are in need, in pain, have anxiety, have stress. And my experience is that most mediators, most arbitrators will do the same, but you're an excellent example of providing that service. So for anyone who's watching, if you or if someone a friend, family member, colleague, fellow congregant is having a difficult time separating, divorcing, creating a parenting plan, dealing with the fallout from a litigated divorce, I encourage you to share this information and this video with that person and get them to contact Yvonne Flanders. She's one of the best of the best. Yvonne, thank you so much for joining me today.
Natalie, thank you for inviting me along. Thank you for your time.
It's absolutely my pleasure. I'm going to put Yvonne's website link in the description bar so that you can contact her. I'll put all of her contact information there for you as well. Thanks very much for watching, and as always, be good humans. Thanks for your time today.